We're isolated here in Toronto in our own little world, and there's not a lot of big names popping by, and it's quiet, and we can focus. And so this is sort of like our like army base offshore that we like train for war in, and then when we're ready, we go to war. And no one sees it coming because we're not training in front of anybody's eyes.
Hi, today I will be talking to you about one of my most favorite engineer-producers, Noah Shebib, famously known for working with rapper Drake and co-founding OVO Sound. Noah Shebib received his nickname 40 early on in his career when he was working on one of his very first major label projects. He would work at the studio at late hours with several other engineers that would fall asleep, and they would wake up and see him still working on Pro Tools. They named him 40 Days and 40 Nights, due to him not sleeping very much because he was working so hard. Noah first started working for Drake as just an engineer for hire, doing his recording and mixing for payment, but Drake couldn't find the sound that he was looking for from other producers, and Noah knew he could provide the sound and develop Drake as an artist. So they came up with an agreement stating that both of them would work together and grow Drake's sound until they could both achieve the accomplishments they're looking for. While many people think that Noah works exclusively with Drake, this is partially true. He also works with other artists such as Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Fabulous, Birdman, Meek Mill, not just as a producer, but also as an engineer, doing mixing and recording for these artists. Even though they had been nominated in 2010 but did not win for the project Thank Me Later, it was the following year with 2011's project Take Care, which had a hit single featuring Rihanna, and the album also featured other artists such as Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. This album gave Noah and Drake both their first and currently only Grammy. They are currently working on Drake's new album, which is scheduled to come out April 29th, called Views from the Six. Native Instruments recently got the opportunity to interview Noah Shebib and get the behind-the-scenes information on how he produces for artists and how he engineers. Since he recently built out his own studio with his own gear, they also got the chance to tour the studio. Here's a snippet to see what he talked about during the interview.
One of my things about making music is it being easy. Some of the most amazing music I've ever made, people have come into the studio, sat down, and in the first 10 minutes, they do this, they do that, and I'm like, cool, we're done. And they look at me like, what? And I'm like, no, that's it. Like, we did it. Trust me, this is all we need. I'll turn this into something really special. Those are the most amazing pieces of music I've ever made. When it comes to Drake, my objective is to make the artist the #1 priority at any cost. My goal is to make them happy. As much as I want to have integrity in the work that I'm doing, I want to make sure they're getting what they want, because they're the ones that have to go on stage and perform it. They're the ones who have to carry that record for the rest of their lives and their careers.
I love you through everything.
It's real. This is me. This is us.
These days, I'm letting God handle all things above me.